Hey, what's happening? My name is Yomi Sode, and I am the lead facilitator in the Speak Your Truth project.
My name's Gina, and I'm the project officer for Speak Your Truth. It has been absolutely amazing to be a part of this project, which has given young people the opportunity to openly express how they feel based on their true and real experiences.
What do I think opportunities like this do for young people? I think it shows young writers that anything is possible. If there was ever a young person that was keen on writing but was nervous in taking part, I would hope that they would see this and just have that moment to say, I can write that, I can do that, and yes, you can do it. And this is why it's important. It's important to champion young people, young adults, young writers. It's important to listen and to take action in terms of what is being said. And it's important to showcase this as much as possible, to garner the attention of other young writers, and to make sure that it reaches the ears, make sure that it reaches the eyes and the people that need to listen to these words and take into consideration what is being said. And hopefully from that, changes will be made, and it's change that's important. There are multiple ways that people take in information and people can actually express themselves. So in this time around, it's poetry, and we've, for the most part, been working towards 1 minute of sharing something that is deeply felt. But for another person, it could be drawing. For another person, it could be music. For another person, it could be dance. And this is just one of those access points to just say, pay attention. What I'm saying is important. And this is why we need to keep championing this as much as possible. Boom.
You know, for me, week on week, I've been blown away by the level of talent and ability that these young people have shown, and really humbled by their honesty. And it's been absolutely beautiful to see them grow in confidence. You know, issues surrounding race and equality, particularly for Black people, have always been a sensitive topic, and one that's not really been addressed in the right way, I believe. This opportunity for young people to feel that they have a voice and to be able to share how they feel is just amazing. I think it's something which there needs to be more of.
The Speak Your Truth project is awesome. Warts and All have done so much, and I hope more young adults, more young people will engage in regards to their programs in the future. So big up yourselves.
So yeah, it's been fantastic. Continue to speak your truth.
Her life was filled with sunshine, gleaming and bright, big and full. Her personal protection from the darkness, neutralising her despair with a colourful rainbow of light. That was 2019.
2020 was a convoluted mess.
It was a horror movie straight from a Stephen King book. It was a thief of her sunshine. It was orange-faced racists and political potty mouths. It was discrimination and murder. It was loneliness and silent tears. Worst of all, it was a cold, icy wind, a thick breeze that tried to freeze her sunshine and her spirit. 2020 was a convoluted mess. 2021 could be her new genesis. Yes, she's young and clueless, still recovering from global imprisonment. Of course she's lied before, told a white lie to deny the possible sequel to last year's psychological thriller. It's her mind that's keeping her afloat. Her will to make a future she wants to live in. Her will to survive in the fleeting rays of her sunshine. The day her sunshine freezes is the day her will to be will die.
My thoughts on being Black. Racism disgusts me. Whether being called out by a Karen, or being detained by a cop for no reason, or any type of racism disgusts me. In America, when Black people see a cop car pull up, they have to run it like they have wheels, because as Black people in America every day, they wake up probably knowing that they will be detained or killed anytime, anywhere, as if we have a life contract. And suspicious? What were we suspicious for? Like, talk to me. walking in our own neighbourhood, cleaning up our house, buying food, filling our car with petrol, or the way we look, it's like we're monsters. I wanted to change my skin colour at one point for some random reason. Now I feel like it again. If it would change, or solve rather, my problems. But no, I should be proud. I can't be scared to be my own true self. So, I will fight. And I mean fight till racism ends.
To be able to change into anything of your choice, to be something quiet or one that makes a lot of noise. I could be lazy or even have great poise. I could be anything. It would be my choice. That power would make me happy, but happiness is a disease. Could be spread by smiling, to some by winning, and others even by lying. Some through caring and others through a thought. Being happy can come from any sort. I would try my best in everything to try to save lives, as that's something that really matters in my eyes. If I had the power, I could turn into a scientist, make something to cure them, put the world at peace. All the problems would be solved by me. But before I unlock peace, there'd be some changes I would make. Equality for everyone, it doesn't matter your race or beliefs. All together we would work, all humans as one. We would right our wrong and undo the harm we've done. We would save Antarctica, rescue all of the species, and then in the end, we would have peace.
You will know my name, Elias, when I rain down on the shadows, piercing the ears of the distracted, speaking light into existence, dictionary full of arrows. Look how society is changing. Everyone finding their voice, big, black and dressed in. Look at him, officer, the battle of riches and rags. Situation, pot on boil. Crocodile tears, your show is cancelled. Simmer down, begin to fake it. Crying wolf to showcase your power. White privilege. Now the world knows you're racist. There has been no justice for the black lives that were taken. Remove a slave owner, put a black woman in place and take it down and say it wasn't her place, relocation. Leave nothing in place to remind you of her statement. All lives matter except those that look like me. We're Britain, the great whitewashed history. I am a product of the Z generation. Old man, get your knee off my neck so I can rise to my station.
Another morning, another chance. Well, that's what I tell myself. I've got to make sure everything is perfect. Perfect eyes, perfect hair, perfect clothes, or I don't fit into the perfect society. But what is the perfect society? As I walk to school, I wonder if today I'm going to get insulted, not because I deserve it, but simply because I'm a girl. That is not the perfect society. As I walk to school, I wonder if I'm going to get called a racist because people assume my skin colour. That is not the perfect society. As I take my seat in class, I look around at over half the girls because they are twice as pale as me. And then I look at the other girls, who are twice as dark as me. And I know I don't fit into the perfect society. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't tick all the boxes. So I made my own. I made my own perfect society.
Life is like a game of cards, be it blackjack, baccarat or solitaire. Some are born in favour of the status quo, having luck that others will never know. As it goes, top dogs have royal flush. To them, death is minor, protest is fuss. As long as these players are always dealt an ace, when it comes to black lives, they'll pull a poker face. And they won't donate, they'll trade life for a Lexus. As more black lives are taken from London to Texas, hold them in cells while life is out of their hands. Family prays they won't end up like Sandra Bland. Another player's gone, reshuffle the deck. Now high card ends up with a knee on the neck. But don't worry, now every dealer's going to do you a spade to dig the grave of a life that could have been saved.
It is not a toy to play with. This is not an art project up for interpretation. It's not different in your hands than it is in mine. It's fragile to both of us and it's power to both of us. Please don't snatch. I'll tell you why. It's the reason why I know that smoking coffee exists in rooms where they are meant to be. The reason why I got my first phone. The reason why hugs were invented. The reason why I have reasons to live. The reason to live so I can continue the reasons to. You can't make it do something it's not supposed to. You can't tease the other children with it. That's not what it's for, cousin. You can't throw it away when it gets too loud at night. You can't cover it when it gets too bright. This is a planet different to ours, different to ours, different to... It's made of titanium, not clay. I don't understand where the strength comes from for you to make it into something else. I don't know whether to be impressed or terrified. I remember that one time you took it from me and threw it out into the crowd and it landed on someone's head. They fell over and died. Then you ran down hurriedly, but instead of helping, you stepped over the body and blood and picked it up, only to throw it again, to throw it again, to throw it again.
Life can hurt if you don't have a big name. Stings like a needle if you don't have that fame. I spent all of the love I saved. Life had just become a losing game. I looked tough, but I wasn't the same. I was addicted to this losing game. Life's got a rhythm, but we always need to stay with it. Some people lost that rhythm, and now it's just funny how to have friends or relationships you need to be cool or have money. We lost ourselves, century by century, from the things we had, like heavenly energy to jealousy, treachery. Life's got a rhythm, but we always need to stay with it. No matter how good you are, you gotta sway with it.
I fight for civil rights because the world we live in degrades you for your race and what you stand for. I stand for myself. You'd think going to school would make you feel almost the same. However, it made me realise that some kids looked at me as an outsider. I keep trying to point, maybe it's the amount of braids on my head. Maybe it's just the melanin in my skin. Or maybe it's just the cultured food I'd have for lunch. The day came back to my curls out again, or another set of box braids. That would make me stand out. However, the school kids would also make me stand out. All eyes pierced deep in me, all eyes glared into me, like something weird to them. A mop with snakes hanging on the edges. They'd yell, "What's on your hair?" They'd yell, "Do you wash your hair?" And they'd yell, "Can I touch your braids?" Quit the pulling, pain and damage and just let my curls shine. It's what defines me. For them to say, "I wish I had your texture of hair." I don't remember my hair being a trend that they desired for a period, and once it's over, it's back to, what's that?
Growing up, they always told me, black is darkness and white is light. Black is the stain and purity is white. They always told me I could lie, but only the white can. Well, I'm sorry, but I refuse to let those colors stain my mind, for the truth is black and white, and I'm not blind. I am beautiful, I am bold, and I'm brave.
I went out and saw the police carrying a gun. I could tell England has changed. It went from beautiful, warm, gleaming sunsets to dark black skies. This is because of the labels everyone puts on each other. The world has been poisoned with people's pride. How can they diminish us without getting to know us? Why are we the ones who have to continue to suffer and hide who we are? Why are we portrayed as violent? Why do we have to fight for our race and religion? Why are we always discriminated? Why do we get scared to leave the house every day? Why are we never first? Why are we always judged? Just why? Every day, someone out there asks why, and that's a question that will be asked forever unless there's a change.